Hello, everyone. It is me. Oh, my internet is very sad. Let me see what I can do about that. Hmm. Hello, everyone. If you can hear me, let me know. All right. I think that is the best I'm going to get. So if you're watching this, let me know if it's okay and you can hear me. Let me know where you're calling in from, where you're watching from, and what essential oil you're diffusing right now. Hopefully you're diffusing something awesome, maybe something Christmassy, the new holiday love, which, by the way, since someone's going to ask, yes, it's safe to diffuse around dogs and cats. Clara from Niagara Falls, Canada. You know, I lived in Michigan and I never went to Niagara Falls. That is on my list of things to visit at some point. Lori is in Charlotte, North Carolina, diffusing Breathe. And Claire's using On Guard, diffusing On Guard, which is very Christmassy as well. Jane, awesome. I'm glad you can hear me. In Indiana, diffusing Holiday Peace. Jennifer from Redding, California. Jennifer, do you go to Bethel? I don't know if you go to Bethel. It's a church in Redding that I love. Lydia from Oklahoma. Lavender and Clary Sage. Ooh, very calming. I love that. So if you have a question about animals and essential oils or just animals in general, feel free to post because this is my normal Q&A time. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time, I come in here live to answer your questions. I don't know any other veterinarians that do this, just me. So there's probably some out there. But I just answer questions on the fly, especially if you have questions about oils and animals. Vinny from Singapore. I've never been to Singapore. Dale from Ontario, Canada, diffusing frankincense and Copaiba. Oh, that's wonderful. Mary, Abode and Balance. I have not tried those two together. I'm going to have to try that. Let's see. Heather, traveling, transporting dogs using patchouli. I love that. Mary from Louisiana. Okay, let's see. We've got our first question. Jane, which essential oils will keep cats away from the Christmas tree? I love this question. First of all, Christmas trees are like magnets to cats. So sometimes you have to do something like put up a baby gate or something like that so they can't get to it. Sometimes putting something crinkly on the ground that they don't like aluminum foil or sticky tape, so that they don't want to like jump onto the tree. That being said, there are some oils that are kind of deterring to cats, but what I would recommend doing for your cats is to do what is called reverse self-selection. So self-selection is when you present an oil to an animal and let them smell it with the cap on. And if they lick their lips or lick their nose and or try to lick the bottle, that's one that they really like. And if they turn away from it or run away when you present it, that's one they don't like. And what you're going to be looking for is one that your cats don't like. So you're going to present the oil, the ones that they run away from, you're going to make a spray out of that one, 20 drops of whatever oil it is. You can try peppermint. Cats don't really like citrus oils, which is why you hear about cats toxic, the toxicity, quote unquote, of citrus oils for cats. They're not actually toxic. Cats just don't like them very much. So you can try wild orange, which is kind of Christmassy smelling anyway. Cinnamon, they don't always like. Cassia, some of those harsher oils. Cats just are a little overwhelmed by it and they tend to want to stay away from it. Black pepper is another one they don't really like as a general rule. So try it with your cats, see which ones they don't like, and then put about 20 drops in a 4-ounce spray bottle. You can spray it around the tree, on the ground around the tree, and see if they'll stay away from the room that the Christmas tree is in. You can also lock them in a room where there is no Christmas tree. That's another option. Let's see. Okay. Gabrielle is asking about a puppy with bad diarrhea only at night though. And so what I would recommend is take a look at what you're feeding and see if that is a factor, like when you're feeding, that sort of thing. If you have a puppy that's under 6 months old, you should be feeding at least 3 times a day, breaking that up into 3 feedings. And then if there's a stress component, you can absolutely use some calming oils. And for digestive support, I really like the digestive blend, or you can use the kids' digestive blend on a puppy very, very safely. So I would rub that right on their belly, and that's totally safe. And same thing with Lori, very similar question. Can I use DigestZen diluted? What's the dilution rate? Absolutely. For a free dilution chart, you guys can grab the safety PDF that I have. It's a free guide. If you go over to essentialoilvet.com/pet safety, one of the pages on there is a dilution guide, and it'll actually tell you exactly how many drops of oil and how many teaspoons or milliliters of carrier oil you should be using to dilute it out based on the size of the animal. So go ahead and grab that, essentialoilvet.com/pet safety. Totally free. All you have to do is enter your email so you can get the email with the link in it. All right. And then let's see. Yes. And Marie Brown, you'll want to grab that as well, because I do talk about birds in that pet safety guide as well. It's 17 pages. It's beautiful. It's not hard to read. Very, very simple, and just some basics the most common questions I get asked on a daily basis. So Marie says, please talk about birds and essential oils. I just got a budgie. Sorry if it's already been discussed. Don't ever apologize for asking a question. That's why I do these, girl. So for birds, they have a really sensitive respiratory tract because they have air sacules, which are very, very thin, super, super thin, thinner than paper membranes, that are just really, really sensitive. So diffusing around birds, you have to be a little bit more careful. Stick with 1 to 2 drops. Make sure that the diffuser is away from the cage, or their enclosure, or maybe diffuse in a different room with the door closed so the birds can't get the diffuser. Now, they can get oils topically though. You can put 10 drops in a 10 drops of like a citrus oil in a 4-ounce spray bottle, and you can spritz their little feathers with it. They love it. It's like a little feather mist. You can also put a drop like on their of diluted oil on their perch. And they can get a lot of benefit from essential oils as well. Just be careful. Diffusing is the one you want to be careful with, and be a little more careful around the tree oils. So like arborvitae, cedarwood, things like that. Sometimes they can be a little more sensitive to those. Let's see. Tammy says, what's the best oil for itching dogs and how to use it? If your dog is itching, you need to look at the gut. Okay, skin problems are often a manifestation of a leaky gut type situation, or digestive problems and that sort of thing. So look at the gut, make sure you're feeding a digestive enzyme, a probiotic, a multivitamin. And for those of you that want to know what multivitamin I use, it's NuVet Plus. If you haven't seen that, where's my link for that? There we go. Go to NuVet.com, and use code 27702 to check out. And you will be able, they're amazing. It's a 60-day money back guarantee on those vitamins. So if you get it and your dog doesn't like it, their customer service is unbelievable. So check that out. Get some good gut health. As far as the actual itching, use the skin rejuvenating spray over at essentialoilvet.com/recipes. I think I have that link here. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe not. It's essentialoilvet.com/recipes. So if you just go there, you will actually see, there it is. You'll actually see the skin rejuvenating spray, and you can grab that. It's very good for itchy skin and that sort of thing. So definitely check that out. Ashley says, I'm wondering about nerve support for horses. I have a 19-year-old warm blood, deficits on his hind end, looking to support him in his recovery. So, Ashley, I would recommend doing a couple of oils internally, like frankincense and copaiba, really help the nervous system in general. And then our grounding blend topically. I'd stay away from too many calming oils because that actually relaxes that a little bit more. But other oils that really support the nervous system are helichrysum. Yarrow is another good one, and spikenard is another really good one for that. I really like marjoram as well, and our massage blend can be really helpful. Now, if we want to stimulate the nerves a little bit more, you can also use peppermint, and you can use that internally or topically. So those would be the ones that I would use for that horse. Lori says, how much do you give of frankincense and copaiba for 20-year-old pony who has some sore joints and possibly needs some support with inflammation in the hind end from an old injury? So same thing, some of those same oils I just talked about. I really like the massage blend. I really like, but I'd start with maybe really 2 to 5 drops of each internally. And then you can certainly also apply those undiluted topically or diluted if you want to spread them out over a larger area. Just put some fractionated coconut oil or a carrier oil on there and apply it that way. You can also give some turmeric internally as well. Very, very helpful. Clara is asking about yeast, and I actually did a whole webinar on that in the membership group. So I'll post the little ticker at the bottom, essentialoilvet.com/members. I just did a whole hour webinar on that. That is, it's a little bit, it's pretty awesome. It's a really, really good webinar. So definitely check that out if you're in the membership group. If you're not in the membership group, you can join. It's very low cost and worth it. And you can cancel anytime, no questions asked. It won't hurt my feelings. Maybe it'll hurt them a little. I probably won't even honestly know about it because I have a team that handles all that stuff because I'm very sensitive. Let's see. Cami says, what about probiotics for a 10-year-old black lab? I love probiotics. And definitely, I also have a whole allergies webinar in that membership group too, Cami. So if you're in there, go check that out. If you're not, it's worth it just for that webinar. I promise it's going to help you so much. Probiotics, there's several out there. Some people use plain Greek yogurt or kefir or raw goat's milk if your dog has a dairy sensitivity. You can also do the PB Plus, not the junior. It has xylitol, so only the PB Plus, or Dr. Mercola's complete pet probiotics are also really, really good. So lots of different options for probiotics. And Heather says, what do you recommend for stress, anxiety, and dogs? Again, I did a whole hour-long webinar on this in the membership group. So this is a really hard topic, but we do have a lot of calming oils like our reassuring blend, our restful blend, our grounding blend, lavender, petitgreen, Roman chamomile, copaiba, all really good options. So definitely check those out as well. But I would highly recommend going and watching that webinar in the membership group, essentialoilvet.com/members. Also, I want to let you guys know that we do have openings right now for the four courses next week. We're going to have 4 different options of the animal aromatherapy specialist certification. And I'm telling you about that because I want you guys to register now because for any of the 4 sessions next year, because the price is going up on January 1st by $500. And so I want you guys to get it at the lower rate. And you can register now for all of next year. So definitely check that out if it's something you're interested in. It's a great Christmas present for yourself. Treat yourself or somebody that you love that loves animals and wants to help them, especially with essential oils and animals. So essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy for more information on that. That's all the time I have for tonight, guys. I have to go eat dinner. I love y'all, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. right here. I'll see you then. Bye.